The Vikings lose to the Green Bay Packers at home at US Bank Stadium. Final score 33-10. This was a big game. Before today's game, you were outside looking in, but Seattle, they lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, which meant that you were once again back in control of your own destiny. You win these final two games and you make the playoffs. But either way, win or lose, wins and losses, they come a dime a dozen. At the same time, you understand the magnitude of tonight's game. And if nothing else, even if a loss, this team, they're going to give it everything that they've got. Right? Jaren Hall, I was very excited for him. He is a rookie quarterback, young man out of BYU. Needs some time to figure himself out, but he has a lot of talent. And you give him a half of football. And I want to make sure that I'm clear in my articulation of this. You, KOC, Kevin O'Connell, and make no mistake about it, I am here to double down on this clown. Kevin O'Connell, earlier in the year, turnovers have been an issue all season long, but earlier in the year, you said, if guys can't take care of the football, we're going to find other guys that can. You gave Josh Dobbs, after the Atlanta game where he was forced to come in because Jaren Hall got hurt, big win against the Falcons. You barely scrapped the win against the Saints. The second half, it wasn't great. First half, he looked really good. But from the second half of New Orleans, going to Denver, going to Chicago, where you lost, where Chicago didn't even score a touchdown, to 3/4 of the Raiders game, turnover machine. Think about the leash that you gave him, huh? Before bringing in Nick Mullins. And speaking of Nick Mullins, also a turnover machine. You gave him 1/4 of the Raiders game, the entire Bengals game, the Bengals game where he had 2 turnovers, the Lions game where he had 4 turnovers. And then you said, all right, fine. We are going to make the change to Jaren Hall. Now, mind you, Nick Mullins has been in the league for 6 years. Josh Dobbs has been in the league for 7 years. They have shown you who they have been and who they will always be. Now, shift the focus to Jaren Hall, a rookie quarterback. You give him a half? And the interception that he had, okay, maybe it was a bit behind Johnny Munt, but it was still in his hands. Butterfingered out of his hands, interception. You gave this man a half? Short ass leash. Oh, no. We've seen enough here. We're going to bring in Nick Mullins, who also almost threw a couple of picks. That's crazy, bro. And forget about the quarterback position. What about the offensive line? Christian Darrisaw played like some butt ass tonight. Gave up some sacks, penalties. Did you bench him? No. This offensive line as a whole couldn't protect. But it's all Jaren Hall's fault. I love how when you brought in Nick Mullins, KOC, all of a sudden you switched up the playbook. You wanted to do inside running back screens, get the ball out quick, when clearly the offensive line wasn't protecting for Jaren Hall at all. You did nothing with that. You wanted to continue to do play action, long developing routes to have Hall as a sitting duck. I mean, you ruined his confidence. He's done. If he's going to have any sort of career, it's going to be outside of Minnesota. But the offensive line, you didn't do anything about that. The defense, oh my God. Missed tackles. Couldn't cover anybody. How many passes did we see? Or how many completions did we see where the receiver, the nearest defender, was at best 5 yards away? Aaron Jones had 120 yards on the ground. The team wasn't prepared. But everybody's going to say, well, it's all Jaren Hall's fault. Nobody wanted to play tonight. Except Ty Chandler. Except, I guess, Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. Huh? This is a big game. A lot at stake here. And you as the head coach, Kevin O'Connell, your team was out there simply collecting checks so they could go home and spend money and live the lavish life. Y'all don't deserve to get paid. But you are. And that's a damn shame. Because that was a joke of a performance. Can you imagine? I was saying this on the live stream. I can only imagine the idea of traveling out there, flight, hotel, transportation, food, merchandise, all that good stuff to get out there on a primetime game to watch that piece of crap that we all just saw. Bro, Kevin O'Connell talks a big game. He does all this talking and doesn't deliver. Here's the reality of the situation. This team sucks. Kirk Cousins is not solving these issues that we saw tonight. Nobody wanted to play outside of those players I mentioned previously. Nobody. And here's what's so interesting. I'm going to level with you guys here. I don't care about access. I know a lot of people care about that stuff, which, right, hey, do you. I'm not criticizing or anything like that. I don't care about access. I don't care to talk to any of the people in the organization, unless I'm interested. Although I would love to talk to Kevin O'Connell right now and say, explain to me your thought process on how you can give a lifetime pass to Josh Dobbs and Nick Mullins, but have a super tight leash on a rookie quarterback trying to figure his stuff out. Explain that to me. Explain to me how you talked about how guys that turn the football over, they're not needed to play on this team, and yet you'll quickly go back to them in a heartbeat. See, you do all this, bro. KOC. You're the guy that gets shoulder checked at the bar, and you're like, meet me outside. Guy is ready for you outside, and you hightail it out the back door and peel out the parking lot, getting off the nearest exit. That's what you do. This team is a joke. This team sucks. And it starts at the top. So, and while I'm sitting here saying that, listen, if you lose this game, you'll get a better draft spot. Maybe you'll end up with the 10th pick overall by the end of the year. That's fine. At the same time, I don't trust you. I don't trust you to develop these players. Jaren Hall is ruined. You ruined him with this team. I don't even necessarily trust Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah to make the right pick. And I'm not saying fire this dude, bro, but like, there's the panic button, and I'm right here. Give them their third year. And then if we see literally no improvements, because I expect to see none, but I'm going to give you a chance. I would love to be wrong. If we see no improvements, you should be fired. I don't care about access. I don't care about the perks. I can say whatever the hell it is that I want to. And if nobody else is going to say it, then I'm going to say it. If you don't show anything in 2024, you should be fired. But you know what? Because you're in Minnesota, KOC, nothing's going to happen. The Wolf brothers, they're soft as hell. They're soft-ass ownership. They don't give a damn about anything except culture. which you've embedded yourself into really, really well. Again, talking. You're a great salesman. You just don't deliver on anything it is that you say. Season's over. I'm sure KOC is going to give this press conference about we just got to check in and really dive deep. You know what's funny? All the camera angles they showed of KOC in this game. Like normally when a team is struggling, you see the head coach just having fire in the belly and going up to players and saying, let's go, we got to get this going. But you don't see that with KOC. You see KOC as some kid that just missed the ice cream truck 2 minutes ago. Oh, man. Oh, this sucks. This dude's a joke, bro. Like, and if nothing changes, he should be fired. No one else is going to say it, so I'll say it. I don't give a damn. But everyone's going to blame it on Jaren Hall. It's all his fault. Not the offensive line not protecting, not the defense showing up and not playing any defense worth a damn. Nah, it's Jaren Hall. It's all on the rookie. It's all his fault. Kirk Cousins would literally solve all these problems. Please.